And she said, "Hey," she said, "you're a good person." She
Mm.
said, "You got a good heart." I just looked at her and I said, "Well, I appreciate it." And I was trying to get her going on her way. And she said, "You're a musician." And I'm thinking to myself, well, you could probably say that to anybody on this street right now, and they'd say yes, because
Right.
you're in Nashville, Tennessee.
Capital of the world. Yep.
She said, "You play guitar and you write songs." And I said, "I try to." And I was still playing on my phone at this time. And she said, "You're doubting yourself all the time." When she said that, I looked up at her. Her whole demeanor completely changed. She went from being this just blatant drunk to the most stone cold sober person I've ever seen in my life. And I looked at
Wow.
her and I said, "What did you just say?" And she said, "You've gotten to a point where you're too worried about what other people think about it instead of what God thinks about it." And I looked at her and I about started crying. And she started telling me things that I had never talked to anybody in my life about. And I looked at her and I was about to lose it on the street. We had this 5-minute conversation. She ended it the same way she started. She said, "You're a good person." She said, "You've got a good heart." And she said, "And I don't want you to end up where I'm at now." And she stumbled off down the street and she said, "God loves you." And as soon as she walked away from me, she went back to her original state of being drunk and stumbling off down the street. And she got probably 15 or 20 feet from me, and the person I was waiting on walked past her on the street. So they crossed paths, and the person I was waiting on waved. I took my eyes off that lady for maybe 3 seconds. No joke. Turned around and looked back. She was gone. And I could not get over that. I thought about that for days, of weeks, and I still think about it. But then a couple days later, the friend that I was waiting on that night to listen to music with, we weren't playing. I brought it up to her, and I said, "When you walked up to me the other night," I said, "Did you see that lady that was talking to me?" I said, "You couldn't have missed her. She was wearing a bright salmon shirt, and she stumbled off down the street after she talked to me." And she said, "No, you standing by yourself when I walked up to you."
Wow.
And I just, it made me a wreck.